Hey, govannen niblings. Let's play LotRO, episode 37. So, I made a little mistake. I'm here in Bree land. I actually just recorded a whole episode of traveling from Arid Luwine to Bree. I had this big ceremonial crossing of the Brandywine River, and I had the recording settings wrong, and none of it saved right. So I came here to Bree, I did the tour of Bree quest, I turned in all those vector quests, and it's all gone. I can't show you the video because the video didn't record right. It's just a black screen and me talking. So here I'm in Bree. I'll give you my own little tour of Bree, and that way if you do the tour of Bree quest yourself, it'll be brand new. So this is the west gate of Bree. You can see a hairy goat leaf here. I think a couple of these other characters might get mentioned in the book. And you may notice Bree is busy. Like, there are a bunch of players here.
What do you need?
The stable master, which the stable masters in Bree you use to get like everywhere in the game. So Bree is a major hub of the game. It's got everything you need here in the city. Through this gate up here is the vault. There's a bunch of crafting facilities. There's like 3 different crafting areas in Bree. There are vendors everywhere. Here, let me show you Lalia's market. Although I guess we'll go to the Prancing Pony first. So yeah, you see a lot of players in Bree. Players tend to congregate here. All of the lower level players here. This is like the main hub of all of Eriador in terms of questing goes anyway. Players come here to roleplay, so you can often see a lot of role players in Bree. And you know, just to let you know, if you do come to Bree and you see people role playing and you're not role playing, just stay out of their way. It's just the polite thing to do. Don't like jump up on them or anything. Don't interrupt them, unless they invite you to role play with them. Like these 2 people here sitting on this bench, they are probably role-playing. So I'm gonna leave them alone, because I'm not role-playing right now. I'm recording a video, and playing the game my own way. Here's Barlaam Butterbur. He has a lot of quests. I will do them eventually, but I'm not going to do them in this video. We will spend a lot of time here in the Prancing Pony over the course of the next few episodes, so you'll get to see plenty of it, and we'll get to talk to Barlaam Butterbur. You can often see people playing music here in Bree, other players playing music. It's really cool. Stop and watch people doing music shows if you get a chance. It's a lot of fun. Shouldn't you sleep somewhere else, guard? Ugh. So here's Lalia's market. There's another vault here, just like the main vault. There are a number of shops, clothing shops mostly, here in Lalia's market, although most of them sell for mithril coins, which is a premium currency. You have to pay real life money to get them. So here's Lalia. Kind of an important NPC. There's a bit of history here. But yeah, this is a really neat market. But like I said, it's mostly just for mithril coins. Here is the market square. There's the boar fountain, which I can't remember if it gets mentioned in the books or not, but I think it does. Here is Second Watcher Heathstraw. Quite a number of quests will take you to him. We also passed the main crafting hall of Bree, which you can often find quite a number of players in there. Just doing their crafting. So here's the main crafting hall. There's a number of NPCs here that you can't find a lot of other places, like the NPCs to create a kinship if you haven't created one or aren't in one. Here's the mayor. He looks a little like Freddie Mercury. A lot of quests take you to the mayor. Most of the quests that I had to come visit Bree eventually took me to the mayor. And the tour of Bree quest also took me there. And the mayor gave me this quest, the Trouble with the Southerners, which I'm not actually sure I'll have time to do in this episode, because it's a... I'll go pick up the quests, but it's a bit of a long quest chain that will take a whole episode to do. But yeah, all that, picking up that quest, is lost in the recording that I messed up, so sorry about that. It was a bit of a long episode where all I did was run around Bree, so, you know, maybe some of you would think it was a little boring. Maybe it's a good thing that I lost it. This is the hunting lodge of Bree. It is the reputation area of Bree, just like the Matham House is the reputation area for the reputation faction there in the Shire. Bree has its own reputation faction. Also, if you hit kindred with the Men of Bree, which is the reputation faction, oh, here's the Bree Jail, which a number of quests also take you there, especially the class quests for heavy classes. Anyway, like I was saying, if you, oh wait, I don't want to go this way. If you hit kindred with the Men of Bree, you can get a travel skill, Return to Bree, which is separate from your milestone skill. It's really useful. I highly recommend getting that if you get to kindred with Bree, which takes a while actually, but it's certainly possible. I may actually pick that up on this character at some point. I've got a bunch of reputation items in storage that I might use. Here's Beggar's Alley, which is kind of a neat little area. A couple of quests take you in here. Most importantly, I wanted to show you this, Old Stone's Gate. This is an old Cardulon ruin, and you may notice that some of the etchings here, like the stars, we've seen these before, and we're going to see them again in other places, so just keep that in mind. Now this plaque here in the missing video, I clicked on it to start an exploration deed. Here, I'll show it to you. History of the Dunedain. So clicking on that gave me the ancient crest and triggered this deed here. So, and this will just give you information about how this used to be part of the kingdom of Arthedain, and Cardulon next to it. So, that's going to come up again, actually. Bree has its own map here that you get to with the map key. And if you go out the east side of Bree, I'll show you the map of Breeland as a whole. If you go out the east side of Bree, all of this part over here in Archet and Combe, I don't know if it's Archet or Archet, because a lot of, like in Elven it would be Archet. Anyway, this whole area is the starter area for humans. And then this part over here is higher level. We're going to see a lot of this area. The first set of quests I'm going to do take you down into Andrath. But it's a really neat area. I really like it. So that's my quick tour of Bree. I definitely recommend that you do the actual Tour of Bree quest, which I did and then failed to record properly. So, sorry about that. But also, it took me 25 minutes to do it, so that was kind of a long video. That was a much quicker tour that I just gave you. Alright, so, the mayor of Bree gave me this quest. The trouble with the Southerners. And he wants me to talk to his chief watcher. And so a lot of people mentioned in the quest, in the Tour of Bree quest, that there were strange Southerners who had come to the area recently and that they'd been causing some trouble, and that I should do something about it. So,
how can I be of service?
That's what I'm going to do. Alright. So, he wanted to ask, one of the other Watchers wanted to ask the Rangers to help with this issue, but Chief Watcher Grimbrier didn't.
Stay a moment.
Oh. And that gave me the Breeland Adventurer deed, which is the deed to do quests here in Breeland. And I will probably fill out this deed over the next few videos. So, his job is to guard Bree, not patrol the countryside. So he's hiring adventurers to deal with this. There have been outlaws spotted in the area. He wants me to figure out who they're loyal to. So he wants me to check the farm across the road. I can do that, actually, in this episode.
By Durin's beard, won't you give me even a moment?
So there's a dwarf here. You can find all sorts living here in Bree, although it is mostly humans and a good number of hobbits. There are a few elves and dwarves. So he wants me to find a stolen sword that he was making from someone. And he thinks that one of these strange Southerners that have come to town may have something to do with that. Alright, so yeah. So I'll go up here. There's a whole little work site up here where they're kind of constructing a new little town outside of Bree.
What can I do for you?
A stolen sword. He says he doesn't know anything about it, but he actually does, and he admits it. He took it. A brigand threatened him and said he would hurt his family unless he made a sword for his captain. But he didn't have one, so he stole one. So he thinks that the brigand is going to use it to hurt people, and he wants me to get the sword back.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Alright, so convince him to return the sword. Sure. Nate is down this way. And there are brigands out here on this farm. So, I'm going to go do something about that first, I think. Can't actually remember what the best progression is out here, but this will be fine. So here are these Southerons. New deed, Brigand Slayer. Yep, just like all the other Slayer deeds. I'm not really going to go over all that again. Come over here, Brigand. Oh, I already got what I needed. Oh, not first Brigand. I found this, oh, come back here. There we go. I found this Brigand Medallion, which progressed the quest. I have to bring that to the Chief Watcher. Maybe there's some little mouse over text here. Bears an unmistakable S shape. So maybe someone in town knows what that means. S. Who can I think of who sent troublemakers here who starts with S? I'm sure we'll figure it out. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Up this way. Alright, so I need to find this person that Thistleway gave the stolen sword to. Oh no. Ooh, this is the guy he sent us to find, and he's dead. He's got the sword hilt, but not the blade. So we take the hilt. This is bad. Well, bad for Thistleway anyway. It's not exactly our problem, except we did say we would help. But Thistleway did say his family was in trouble, and if we could help them, that would be good.
Greetings.
The blade broke and Nate is dead. Yes, very bad. What if Blake comes looking for his sword? There's a boar attacking me. Do you think Lofar could make another? Oh, I'm gonna start eating these honey cakes. So, I don't know what happens when I eat one. Can I? No, it doesn't start a new deed or anything. So it just gives me the regen buff, which I discussed in a previous episode. But I do have a deed to make honey cakes, so I may be doing that occasionally. I should show you a good look at the animation for that at some point. Alright. So we need to ask Lofar if he'll make another sword and bring the medallion to the Chief Watcher. Alright, that's easy enough.
This is unthinkable.
Lofar is not a fan of this. And at first he doesn't want to help. But when he thinks about how Thistleway's family has been captured by brigands, and Lofar's own father was lost to brigands, he decides to help. So that's nice of him. But he does want a favor in return.
Is a moment of your time too much to ask?
Level 15. And this is talking about how I can buy a player house. And I will show you... I'll show you player houses at some point. Not right now, though. Ooh. This is the beginning of the Bjorn class, the first class quest. Yeah, okay, I'm not going to do that this episode, but next episode, that's the first thing I'm going to do, is the first class quest. And I've never done it myself, because I've never played a Bjorning before, so that's exciting. I'm really looking forward to it. Alright, back to this quest. He'll help Thistleway to forge another sword, but he gets the first sword back that he stole, and Thistleway has to agree to help out with some of the easier work that he has that he's supposed to do. Alright, so he gives me some items for Kenton Thistleway to fix. Those are his conditions. Alright, let's talk to...
What do you need?
The Chief Watcher. When are outlaws able to afford these things? Who is Sharky? Do I have... No, it doesn't say. Anyway. So there's some organization that he doesn't know about.
Would you do something for me?
He has a spy among the brigands. He wants me to go meet him. And if the spy has no news to share, we'll find some other means. Alright. I think I can knock these two out real quick before ending this episode. So that they're not hanging while I do the Bjorning quest in the next episode. They're pretty much just talkie quests. Although, do I have to do this one at night? No, it doesn't say I have to do it at night. I can do it anytime. Alright.
Greetings.
So Kenton Thistleway says, of course he'll do the work, but he does need materials. Alright, so we'll have to do that in the next episode. I'll actually not hit continue just so you can see that again in the next episode. And I guess we'll have to meet the spy in the next episode too. That will work out better. So thanks for tuning in, Niblings. Tune in next time. The first thing I'm going to do in the next episode is this quest, which is very exciting. And then I'll come back and I'll help out Kenton Thistleway and the Chief Watcher on dealing with the brigands. Alright, see you then, Niblings.